Meant to be the end, the very final outing. This was the end of The Crown. It really sort of just dripped away, didn't it? People had lost interest, seemingly, because, of course, it was like a bad soap opera that really you just knew wasn't true. And that really was the biggest problem for Netflix. They couldn't afford to keep going at this level, knowing that people were picking it apart and not necessarily enjoying it, and certainly not subscribing in the droves that they did. Now, as we know, the boss of Netflix, Ted Sarandos, basically, he openly admitted that the British public loved Harry and Meghan docuseries. Apparently everybody over here lapped it up. Genuinely, I've not really seen anything but clips. I'm not that interested, Moaning people when you have your own problems, I find very sort of boring, don't you? The difference is with the Aaron Spelling soaps and the Dallases and Sunset Beaches and stuff, it was just frivolous fun. Real people who are mega rich, who live in, exalted lifestyles. I mean, what's to moan about? Get on with it, Now, what's interesting is the makers of The Crown, Netflix, have decided to cast their eye once again to the British monarchy, and it's not all over. Let me explain. Morning, nice to see you today. Thank you so much for taking the time out for joining me. And as ever, welcome one and all brand new subscribers. A quick reminder, be kind, be sweet, don't pick people up on their spelling. There's no need for that. And please, as I often say, don't recommend other channels and links of this person said this or check this out. It's not something I do. It's simply because I don't adhere to a lot of the, shall we say, rather controversial madcap theories that certain people are broadcasting. We are a professional outfit here, and I have to keep that in the boundaries. If you insist on doing it, it's simply removed, just to let you know. Back though to your royal story of the day. Fascinating this, because obviously Netflix see money, and money means subscribers, money means advertisers, you know what that's about. And what's interested the Netflix team and why they're recasting their mind back to something like a revision of The Crown is simply this. You see, the latest thing that's broken the internet is none other than His Majesty the King's health scare. And then, of course, when you think about it, sadly, the demise of our wonderful monarch, Queen Elizabeth II, and all the pomp and pageantry that everything associated with the wonderful monarchy over here. It got record-breaking figures like the coronation. But what they're really interested in is the soap opera element of things, and in particular, the recent sad news about Catherine, the Princess of Wales, Kate Middleton, and her health battles. Literally, she has broken the internet without doing anything. A bit like those Lifetime movies, and a lot of people knock them, but nonetheless, they're a little bit of fun, a little bit of escapism. There's nothing wrong in watching them. They're looking at whether they should focus on this particular element, the months that rocked the monarchy type of thing, which has been literally unprecedented. The Duchess of York, His Majesty the King, Catherine, Princess of Wales, all the battles that are going on with Harry and Meghan. And they see that this is a particular interesting topic in order to get viewers back, literally viewers who are switching off and now not subscribing in their droves as the cost of living crisis truly, takes a hold. Now, whichever way you think about it, this has got to hurt Harry and Meghan, seemingly because it's not them that are the driving force anymore. It's Catherine, the very aloof, missing out of the picture Catherine, who is driving such an industry, seemingly because we're all so interested in the beautiful princess that's been hidden away. And that, by the way, was the tagline that was discussed at the recent Netflix meeting. Interesting. How far they will go down this particular route, but I've been told it's far from over with exploiting the royals and Netflix. However, I wonder how Harry and Meghan feel at not being so-called starring roles. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.